你还记得这场比赛吗？当塞尔比做出这杆杀气爆棚的斯诺克，并且信心十足的以为可以轻松拿捏火箭的时候，
效果还不错啊。
哎呦，这塞尔比心里又是
崩溃了。
Yeah, I definitely feel like that in that particular match, especially towards the end of the last session when you, like you say, you were smashing the balls around because obviously playing any other player, if that was like Johnny Higgins, he'd just tried to get out of the shot and just play the right shots and stuff. And felt as though Ronnie was obviously doing that, and if you do that, you don't deserve to sort of not only win the match, but you don't deserve to like not stick balls on. And he was sort of smashing them and getting away with it and not leaving me anything. So, which was at that point, like I say, only in that match I felt as though he was disrespectful to me and the game at that particular time. But obviously in other matches when I played him, he's not been like that. It was just that one particular match where I felt he was just disrespectful.
隔着屏，这是火箭让对手打寒的冷门球局，真惊险。母球差一点就跟着摔袋，但是捡回一条命的外星人戴尔似乎对自己过于自信，难度这么大的3传球，他竟然还敢有想法，让我们一起期待一下。3颗球根本不在一条直线上，而且距离还特别近，这时候技术都要靠边站，纯纯的考验球感天赋。很可惜，奇迹还是没能发生，但是留下如此失控的局面，这是打算让火箭送你回外星吗？好一个空心入袋，这就是为啥千万不能给火箭留机会，哪怕你是外星人也不行。更让人肝颤的是，火箭的表演这才刚刚开始，非常非常强的4蹬，看看力度如何。就是这么神奇，母球丝毫不差地叫到红球手摆位，火箭正式入局。戴尔看起来还是不太服气，可是却什么也做不了。好球，轻轻带开球堆，3颗红球都有了单下的线路。但是如果想要一杆制胜，就必须打到篮球才行。所以左侧库边的2颗红球仍然是需要解决的难点。红球留出了 K 球的角度，看看效果如何。很可惜，居然和红球擦肩而过。现在篮球的角度根本不支持 K 球，而且火箭还换上了左手，这是打算放弃了，还是会选择翻袋呢？太变态了！有波娃在场，火箭这是真的火力全开，难度再大也一定要往洞里去干。这杆可以穿缝来叫红球抵袋，但是火老师就是不走寻常路。This frame now is almost at parity. 太大道了，连续的神仙球，看得太过瘾。
This is an incredible turnaround. He's not won the frame yet, but he just flicked a switch, Dave, isn't he?
Well, he set his stall out to.
外星人也是彻底无语。你说没事去招惹火箭干嘛？当初好好的做一杆防守，说不定还有一线生机。
Bewildered look on Dominic's face because, like you say, essentially it was that 3-ball plan, which I don't think was ever really on. And all of a sudden, the frame's gone. What did he really do wrong? He played the cue ball back.
Well, it's just been an incredible dish, really.
看着火箭离去的背影，戴尔自己都笑了。还没看够，火箭想要完成逆转，有时候只需要一杆斯诺克而已。太精准了，咖啡球后面就这么一点缝隙，硬生生的挤了进去。希克斯这杆虽然漏了红球，但是另一颗红球基本算是死球。不过只要火箭一旦想赢，眼里根本就没有困难存在。154-0，这是奥沙利文生涯最大比分的惨败。赛后更是为对手大喊加油。麦克劳德，唯一打进世锦赛的黑皮肤球员，没有角度也要硬拼进攻，而且他的斯诺克也是一绝。 故事要从火老师这杆防守开始，母球径直地朝着袋口而去，送上4分和一个手摆球大礼。好在台面并没有留下进攻机会，大比分6比1领先的火箭完全不用担心。但谁能想到，就是这杆失误，造就了自己噩梦的开始。完美，白球3库绕台，精准地藏在咖啡球身后，力度、线路、杆法全都恰到好处。右边线路完全被封死，左侧也有黄球的阻碍，奥沙利文只能尝试用底库来解。麦克劳德比奥沙利文还要大4岁，当年创造历史，成为第一个世锦赛黑人球员。2011年的世锦赛16强是他最好战绩。2017年10比8爆冷淘汰小特，更是职业生涯最高光时刻。他还跟赵星彤、宇昊天、吴一泽都有过交手，不过都是大比分输给咱们中国选手。很可惜，白球4库绕台并没有碰到球堆。这一杆解球最难的地方是在于力度的把控，如果不能轻贴红球，那就很容易露出进攻机会。麦克上台观察后，并没有合适的进攻机会，决定让裁判复位。奥沙利文若无其事地擦着枪头，因为上一杆对力度的把控没有问题，只需要稍微调整线路就好。
Well, I think it's just the transference of side on the cue ball. It's rolling one way and then it gets sent the other. Is it hard enough? Perfect line.
第2次线路调整好了，没想到力度又没给够，一次摔袋，2次解球失败。麦克已经躺赚12分。导播给的这个画面很清楚，红球是有拼底盖的路线，但这种球型在训练时一般不会刻意去练。麦克还是选择了更为稳妥的复位。第3杆不能说如出一辙，只能说是一模一样。奥沙利文如此谨慎的原因，罚分完全是可以接受的，因为台面的分数还是足够完成翻盘的。但是，一旦漏球，那这局就彻底交代了。一般来说，火箭3次没能解到的球，下一杆大概率要大力出奇迹了。但出于对麦克劳德的尊重，火老师拿出了12分的耐心。奥沙利文这次改变了线路，直接来解袋口的红球，也是同样的难点。一旦力度稍大就要漏球，其实袋口球比贴球堆更难。火老师只能略带尴尬地撅起了小嘴。还是没能成功。火老师今天也是很奇怪，在力度和线路之间总有一个不到位。虽然已经罚了24分，但是台面的分数还是绰绰有余的。这么有耐心的火老师也是历史罕见。好球，真是太不容易了。如果这杆还没解到，大家觉得火老师会大力出奇迹吗？麦克很认真地看着红球底袋的位置，难道这样的球型还能玩出花来吗？嚯，真的抬起了杆尾，看到球就要往洞里干的球员，真不愧是黑人之光。现场解说没忍住直接笑出声来，如此天马行空的想法，虽然没能打进，但这个态度还是值得肯定。这也成功激起了火箭表演欲望。奥沙利文准备强拼组合球，完全没有留后手。看来火老师这一局就是想着一杆打死。麦克赢得了一个长台的机会，好球，非常果断的进攻，而且顺利衔接到彩球。我们来欣赏一下麦克流畅的微球。
16.
Well, here's one, John. Where did you...
打进超分红球，这一局顺利拿下。麦克最后一次出现是在2022年的欧洲大师赛，0比5被无一泽零封。他现在是卡塔尔国家队的教练，之前需要靠打工挣钱才能付得起比赛的费用，这或多或少会让他的训练量不够。但是他自己坦言，能打到这样的成绩已经很开心了，非常正能量的一名球员。炸球效果不是很好，但是麦克的调整能力也是完全没有问题。好球，几次大范围走位，也能看出麦克的基本功很扎实。虽然最终还是6比9输给了火箭，但是以154分的成绩拿下本局，绝对也是职业生涯的高光时刻。火箭赛后更是非常暖心地说：“一定要加油呀，麦克！”
In between brown and green here with a cue ball to hold for the other one. He feels he can hold it, and he's done well, held it nicely. It looked a bit too thin for that, played it good. Well, we told you you could play.
The two opportunities he's had in the balls when he's not the great going. He hasn't been doing this, does he? He made a century in the last frame, and he's almost certain to make a century in this.
84. The cue ball is still okay.
89.
He's played that inch perfect. Ronnie O'Sullivan led 6-0. 2 century breaks later.